The air in Shimla, once a cool escape from the scorching Indian plains, now carries a familiar heat. Where crisp mountain air once soothed, temperatures rise, mirroring the feverish pace of human progress. The mercury climbs higher each year, a stark reminder of our planet's fevered breath. The Queen of Hills, once a refuge from the heat, now wears the same suffocating blanket. This creeping warmth is not just a physical phenomenon, it's a symptom of a larger disease. Our relentless pursuit of wealth, comfort, and convenience has ignited a slow burn across the globe. We are consuming the Earth's resources at a rate far exceeding its capacity to regenerate. The very air we breathe, once a shared inheritance, is now thick with the exhaust of our ambition. The consequences are not abstract projections of a distant future. They are unfolding around us, visible in the parched landscapes and the increasingly frequent extreme weather events. The melting glaciers, the rising sea levels, the scorching summers, they are not mere statistics, but stark pronouncements of a planet in peril. The future we are shaping is not one we can outrun. We are not building a world for our children, but borrowing from their inheritance and leaving behind a debt we cannot repay. The question is, will we awaken to this reality before the flames of our own making consume us? Across the globe, forests fall at an alarming rate, sacrificed at the altar of progress. We clear-cut vast swathes of ancient trees to make way for sprawling farms and cattle ranches, our insatiable appetite for resources driving an ecological holocaust. With each felled tree, we lose not just oxygen but also essential carbon sinks, accelerating the planet's warming. The air, once alive with the music of nature, is now choked with the noxious fumes of our industries. Factories belch out poisonous gases, vehicles spew exhaust into the atmosphere, and the very air we breathe becomes a toxic cocktail. We are poisoning the planet and, in turn, poisoning ourselves. The pristine ecosystems that once sustained a rich tapestry of life are being decimated by pollution. Rivers run thick with industrial waste, oceans choke on plastic, and even the air we breathe carries the stench of our disregard for nature. We are systematically dismantling the very systems that sustain life on Earth, driven by a myopic focus on economic growth. The consequences of our actions are etched into the fabric of our planet, visible in the scarred landscapes and the polluted waters. Every species driven to extinction, every ecosystem pushed to the brink, is a testament to the high cost of our relentless pursuit of progress. We are living in an age of ecological collapse, and the time to act is now. Our cities, once symbols of human ingenuity, are now engines of environmental destruction. As we flock to urban centers in search of opportunity and a better life, we inadvertently fuel the sprawl that devours natural habitats. Concrete jungles rise, replacing forests and fields, suffocating the earth beneath layers of steel and glass. This relentless urbanization comes at a heavy price. As natural landscapes disappear, so too do the vital ecosystem services they provide. Forests, once natural buffers against floods and storms, are replaced with concrete, leaving cities vulnerable to the increasing ferocity of nature's wrath. The air, thick with exhaust fumes and industrial pollutants, becomes a health hazard, contributing to respiratory illnesses and a host of other ailments. Moreover, the sheer concentration of human activity in urban centers places an immense strain on resources. Water scarcity, waste management, and energy consumption become increasingly complex challenges, often leading to unsustainable practices that further degrade the environment. Our cities, designed for human convenience, are becoming increasingly uninhabitable, both for us and for the countless other species that share this planet. The irony is inescapable. In our quest to build a better life for ourselves, we are inadvertently creating an urban dystopia. The concrete jungles we erect stand as stark reminders of our disconnect from the natural world, a disconnect that threatens our very existence. We must find a way to reconcile our urban aspirations with the needs of a planet in peril. Our insatiable desire for more clothes, more gadgets, more experiences, fuels a cycle of consumption that is pushing the planet to its limits. We have become slaves to a culture of instant gratification, readily sacrificing long-term sustainability for the fleeting satisfaction of the latest purchase. The environmental cost of our wants, often hidden from view, is staggering. Consider the clothes we wear. Fast fashion, with its emphasis on cheap trends and disposable garments, has created an environmental monster. Toxic dyes pollute rivers, textile waste overflows landfills, and the carbon footprint of shipping clothes across the globe is immense. Yet we continue to buy, driven by a desire for novelty and a fear of missing out, oblivious to the true cost of our consumption. The same pattern of unsustainable consumption extends to our food choices. Industrial agriculture, with its reliance on monocultures, pesticides, and factory farming, is a major contributor to deforestation, water pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions. Yet, we continue to demand cheap meat and processed foods, ignoring the environmental and ethical implications of our dietary choices. The truth is, our wants are often manufactured, fueled by advertising and societal pressures that tell us we need more to be happy. We are trapped in a cycle of consumerism that benefits corporations at the expense of the planet. Breaking free requires a conscious effort to re-evaluate our values and to embrace a more sustainable way of life. The future is not preordained. It is being written by our actions or inaction in the present. We are standing at a precipice, facing a choice between continuing down a path of environmental destruction or forging a new path, one that prioritizes sustainability, equity, and a deep respect for the natural world. The choice is ours, and the time to choose is now. The environmental crisis we face is not an insurmountable obstacle but a call to action. It is an opportunity to reimagine our relationship with the planet, to redefine progress not solely in terms of economic growth, but in terms of ecological well-being and social justice. It is a chance to create a world where future generations can thrive, not merely survive. This requires a fundamental shift in our values, a move away from the individualistic, consumer-driven mindset that has brought us to this point. We must embrace a more holistic worldview, one that recognizes the interconnectedness of all life and the need for collective action to address global challenges. The path ahead will not be easy. It will require sacrifice, innovation, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. But the alternative, a future defined by environmental catastrophe and social unrest, is far more daunting. The time for complacency is over. The time to act is now. Let our legacy be one of stewardship, not destruction.